Now, complete high school football coverage. This is 10 Sports First and 10. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome in, my friends. Come on in and stay a while for First and 10. Eric Johnson here for Week 9. And some of our teams in our area, they are aging like fine wine. Just keep getting better with time. And hey, speaking of getting better with time, here's our trivia question for tonight. This Lord Botetourt grad ranks among the best in scoring in VMI history during his tenure from 2020 to 2022. And here's a hint. His brother is still a current cadet. Ponder over that as the night continues. Of course, Chloe and Duncan taking care of things on our website. All the latest scores, everything you need to know, including everything from around our area, bringing us to our First and 10 game of the week. 2 blue-collar programs in Lord Botetourt and William Fleming. We brought out some big guns to tackle this matchup tonight. Our resident lineman himself, Thomas Mundy. Thanks for joining us tonight, Thomas. We appreciate it. As a former lineman, I'm sure you were intrigued to see who could win this battle up front between the Colonels and the Cavaliers.
I said before this game was going to come down to who played a cleaner game, and that's exactly what happened for this one right here. Now, in the first quarter, LB started with the ball, and after a lengthy drive, the Cavaliers could not get a field goal. William Fleming could only get a field goal. William Fleming now on offense, and they started fast with a long 64-yard touchdown by running back Malachi Coleman. 7-3 Colonels early in the first. And in the next drive, the Cavaliers are on the goal line, but the Colonels come up with the big hit, resulting in a fumble, and senior Kyron Ferguson scoops the ball and scores for the 99-yard touchdown. Colonels are up 14-3 with 10 seconds left in the first. And in the second quarter, both teams struggled to find the end zone, but with 30 seconds left in the half, it's Coleman again punching it into the end zone, Fleming up 21-3 at the half. And then starting the third, the Cavaliers were not going to just roll away and needed to get some points on the board, and that's what they did with the touchdown pass to Seth Ryder. And now with the momentum, Lord Botetourt is on the attack again, and this time it is running back Tristan Overbay using his legs to power it in, 21-17 Fleming. But the Colonels were able to figure it out, and quarterback Jaisier Preston takes it into the end zone to seal the game. Fleming wins this one and stays undefeated, 35-17.
Again, I'm proud of our team. We ended up coming together and focusing and doing what we needed to do and pulling out this win. We got a little stressed a little bit, but again, we refocused, got set, and did what we needed to do.
This game came down to who made the most mistakes, and Botetourt's early mistakes were what hurt them. They had a chance in this game, but turnovers and William Fleming responding when it mattered decided this game.
All right, thanks, Thomas. We'll check in back with you in just a moment. Elsewhere in the Blue Ridge, William Byrd coming off back-to-back losses to both Fleming and Lord Botetourt. Tonight, a chance to bounce back against Franklin County. We picked this one up in the second half. It was a 3-0 Eagles lead when Jared Shepard is going to come across your screen with a big run, putting them in field goal range. On comes Connor Whitehead. He kicks it, and it is good. We had a 3-3 ball game. However, William Byrd's Andrew Reynolds going to break up a pass to Jacob Mullins that led to a turnover on downs, and it turned into this. Jared Shepard rushing touchdown, 10-3 Terriers in the lead. Byrd committed a pass interference, putting Franklin County in the red zone. Rayshawn Huey is going to soar like an eagle over the D-line for a touchdown coming up here. We had a 10-10 ball game at this point. However, Thomas Purcell is going to catch it and score it, 40-yard touchdown. William Byrd with this 17-10 victory over Franklin County.
I feel like our kids made a few adjustments. We made them at halftime. Nothing big, just little things that we had to do. I'd do a better job calling plays in the second half, and our kids did a fantastic job executing.
Entering the night, Stanton River was on the outside of the Region 3D playoff picture, with Northside sitting at the 7th spot. With the two meeting tonight, things could certainly take a turn for the better or worse, depending on who you're rooting for, of course. Let's get you out to the highlights of this one. Northside band trying to inspire the Vikings, but it was all Stanton River early on. Check this out. Macon Ayers getting them on the board with an early 7-0 lead. The Eagles defense preserving the shutout through the half with Brady Barnes. He's coming up here and going to make a big play on defense, breaking up a third down play, coming up with the sack actually. Then later in this one, Things are going to soar for the Golden Eagles. Patrick Tuning hitting his man Parker Tuning, 50-yard catch down the field. The Vikings, however, goal line defense held Staunton River to just a field goal, so it was a 10-0 ball game. On the ensuing kickoff, that bad man, Michael Harvey. How about this? Finds a lane and starts and takes it all the way to the 45-yard line of the Eagles here. Just a few plays later, Cameron Crump to Darion King in the end zone, but Staunton River prevails with a 10-7 victory. Let's dive into the Seminal District for a bit. While LCA sits atop the district and the Region 3C standings, EC Glass entered the week tied with Amherst in the 4D standings. Could the Hilltoppers tame the Bulldogs and shake things up with just a few weeks to play? I say perhaps not quite yet. The specialists, however, looking for a special upset. We'll pick this one up in the second half. It's Jaleel Holloway connecting with Jertavius Osborne. Remember this connection, 21 yards on this play. Next play, if it works, keep going to it. How about Holloway to Osborne again? 18-yard touchdown, 38-6, but that would be the Hilltoppers' only score tonight. Too much Bulldogs. Gideon Davidson, never a highlight without his name and without his presence. 28-yard run all the way down to the 1-yard line. That set up his main man, Justice Belford, bringing the justice on this play. 1-yard score, LCA 45-6. They are still on a roll in Class 3. Other Seminole District action, Heritage 53-0 over Liberty. Jefferson Forest 42-7 over Brookville, while Rustburg 21-17 over Amherst County. A battle-tested Roanoke Catholic team has built some late-season momentum. They were back home after a homecoming win last week, this time with Norfolk Christian as the opponent. Let's take you down to Vineyard Park for a look at this one. We'll pick this one up with Mason Williams for Roanoke Catholic, keeping it, scoring it. 6-0 early lead for Roanoke Catholic. Then they go to Yajae Hairston, making a big play, diving interception on defense here, and Mason Williams going to make sure they convert it yet again. How about Takais Lemon? You know, when life gives you lemons, you just find a way to score it. Look at this. Nice touchdown catch that converts to two-point conversion, 14-0. Sean Douglas coming up with more defense. Easy interception right there. Roanoke Catholic goes on to win this one 47-13. They will have a winning record in their first season under head coach Howard Tucker. Also in the VISAA, North Cross will host St. Christopher's School at 1 p.m. Saturday. SMLCA on the road tomorrow at 2 p.m. in Richmond. Down in the Hoagahigi, I should say, Royal Retreat got a Thursday night win over Northwood, while Rye Cove outlasted Chilhowie 40-39. And in the Valley District, how about Rockbridge coming up short to Spotswood 40-0. You know, my great uncle often says, study long, study wrong. But then again, patience is a virtue, right? Well, the Appomattox County community has been rather patient with the football team this season. See if the Raiders could notch their third win of the season as they battle William Campbell. Could the undefeated Bath County Chargers slow down the new-look Rockets of Craig County? And at the home where the Buffalo roam, could Floyd County take down defending state champ Radford? Plus this.
Stay super versus in on WSSC.
We're back for more First and 10. In his third season leading his alma mater, Jake Phillips has Bath County looking like a serious contender yet again. Undefeated as they travel to Craig County tonight. Now, despite a loss last week, the Rockets still have some momentum late in the season. Let's take it out to Newcastle, where there have been some new vibes, but perhaps not tonight. Bath County's James Campbell getting us started in this one, taking it in himself, 21-0 at this point. Later, Campbell going to roll out of the pocket, throws a strike to Luke Turner, turning on the Jets. Sliding grab for the touchdown, 28-0. Bath is rolling. How about some defense? Bath County's Isaac Ingram going to poke the ball out of the receiver's hand, recover the fumble himself. That's called efficiency, folks. Later, Bath County taking advantage of the turnover. Campbell to his tight end across the middle. Braden Mabe, look at this hook and a book. 35-0. The Chargers charged all the way up. Craig needs a spark. So how about on the ensuing kickoff? Carter Calfee, never a highlight without his name in it. Up the sideline, gets the Rockets on the board 35-7, but Bath County's Ethan Bryant said, night, night. He finds a hole in the line, off to the races. Check out the stiff arm. Oh, nastier than your neighbor's meatloaf. Bath County goes on to win this one 62-13.
These guys are out here giving everything that they have and playing hard and playing smart football, and to see them have success is amazing. It really is. I mean, being a small school like we are, being a small school in Virginia, and it's fun to go out there and see them play. We've got guys on this team that have been starting since they were freshmen, and when you can go into practice and you can make little changes, little adjustments, anytime you want, even during the game, you can make adjustments and moves.
All right, elsewhere in the Pioneer District, Narrows 41-6 over Eastmont. Down in the Mountain Empire, Richlands over Galax 42-15. Giles outlasting Tazewell 24-21, while George Wythe all over Fort Chiswell tonight 49-6. Thomas rejoins us now as we take a peek at the Dogwood District. Now, Appomattox County had its worst start to the season in quite some time, 0-6, of course. But, Thomas, they've won back-to-back games and kind of building some momentum late in the season.
Yeah, Eric, and we know if they find a way into the preseason, it could be trouble. They're very battle-tested, and they took on William Campbell tonight. Now, early in senior night for the Raiders, and first play from the scrimmage, Jacarius Ferguson is off and running and dragging and finishes with a group hug. But the next play, is Montravius Fitch, and he keeps it for himself to cap off the two-play, 60-yard drive, 7-0 Raiders early. Next Raiders possession, more Fitch, and here he runs to the other side and seemingly has another TD in his sights when Caden Younger makes the effort play and tackles Fitch at the 1. And why is this important? Because 2 plays later, the Generals defense comes through again with a fumble recovery by Devin St. John and keeps it 7-0. But too much Raiders. Ferguson breaks a long touchdown run, and Appomattox County is able to win this one 50-8. Now some more scores for you in the Dogwood District. We've got Gretna above Nelson County and Dan River taking over Chatham. And then we've also got Alta Vista beating Perry McClure.
Yes, indeed. Down in the Piedmont tonight, Mecklenburg County 51-8 over Tunstall. GW Danville all over Halifax County 56-9, while Bassett falls to Magna Vista 45-0 in the Smith River Classic. Now, a sneaky good team in the Three Rivers District, Thomas, the Floyd County Buffaloes.
Yeah.
You know, impressive to see how they've adopted to this new coaching staff with Coach Cromer and company.
The Buffaloes were blessed with Coach Beal for all those years, and they seem to have another gem in Coach Tim Cromer. Now, time to see how they would match up with defending state champs Radford. Now, early out, Alex Wilkins and Luke Harris are to be inducted into the Floyd County Hall of Fame this Saturday, and it's Radford's number 7 Pace Parlor blocks the punt, which leads to a walk-in TD by Radford number 9. And on the drive, Floyd's Sam Phillips scrambles and launches one down the field for a huge catch by Philip Radford. Coach Cromer is keeping his team motivated. And in the same drive, Phillips connects with Gabe Hullett, and it was a great setup for the play for this. Check out this nifty outside run for a tutty by Sam Phillips to tie the game at 7-7. However, Radford would score again with a long bomb from Luke Gaither to number 10, Jaden Hendricks, to go up 14-7, and Radford wins this one 24-20. A couple more scores for you. We've got the Three Rivers, where Allegheny took on Patrick County and Glenver beat James River.
All right, thanks, Thomas. Of course, that one's for the rocking chair. As we all know, there's another great battle out there with the Highlanders, of course, out in the River Ridge. Patrick Henry trying to get things in gear if they want to have a shot at the postseason. But the Blue Demons of Christiansburg trying their best to spoil the party on Grandin Road tonight. Let's get you out to this one, where Anna Maria Rincon, the state champion tennis player, honored tonight with her state championship ring. Blue Demons' first drive extended by a penalty, but on 4th down, the touchdown pass broken up by Josiah Fleming. Great play in the secondary there. PH takes over. Liam Rooney's backward pass, well, it's indeed backwards, and that's a fumble. Christiansburg recovers, but the drive stalled. Second quarter, Patriots in business. Hand off to Samir Haithcoach. He ate his Wheaties and his Cheerios this morning, and it showed. Bullying his way in for the 7-0 lead after special teams miscues. Patriots again. This time, Demarion Purdue in the zone. PH rolling 13-0 later in the half. Rooney hits Cameron Hairston. It was like an Oprah episode on Grandin. You get a TD. You get a TD. And hey, yeah, Davion Jurnett, you get a TD. Patrick Henry goes on to the 41-7 victory. From Thursday night, Pulaski County had a road trip to Bluefield to play Graham. The Cougars roared and clawed as much as they could, but ultimately came up short in a 35-3 decision. The G-men earned the senior night victory and are 8-0 this season. Other River Ridge action, Salem blanks Cave Springs 68-0, while Hidden Valley falls short to Blacksburg 28-7.